Huh? I don't know how to sing.
Come on, Tom.
I don't know how to sing.
No, pray.
Oh, I'm gonna pray.
Open it up.
Yeah. All right. So we bow our heads. Dear kind, gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this blessed Sabbath day that you have given to us for your glory. Be with me and with this congregation as we go through some of the most important and pertinent things that may come upon us that we need to know, and that we may retain this knowledge and use it for your honor and glory. For these things we pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, first thing I want to say to you, I know a lot of you guys don't know who I am, so I'm going to introduce myself to you. My name is Todd Kim Young Chin Bliss. Todd,
One more time, Tom.
my name is Todd Kim Young Chin Bliss. Yes, and I know you guys are confused about that, and I'll explain it. I was born in Seoul, South Korea. That's where I was born in. And I stayed in Korea for 7 years of my life. And I was adopted by a black American couple that went to Korea and brought me here to America in 1965. So my Korean name, Kim Young Chin, they wanted to keep it as my middle name, and they gave me the name Todd Bliss. So that's why my name is Todd Kim Young Chin Bliss. Okay? And my original mother is Korean, and my original father is black African American. Now, what's so interesting was that 4 years ago, I was able to find my biological mother after all these years. And because of that, they did a documentary on my life on YouTube, which is 45 minutes long. Okay? It's called, it's under, if you type up YouTube, type in docu-devotionals. And once you see docu-devotionals, there's a list, one list you're going to find that says a story from a orphan from Korea. And it's a picture of me as a baby with two little girls. Okay? So they did a documentary on my life. And docu-devotionals. That's what it's called. Huh?
What is it called again?
Docu-devotionals. And it's about a orphan. You look through the thing and you see a picture of a baby, a boy with two girls beside him. And that's my story. They did the whole story about my life. So after I came here to America, I went to my high school. After high school, I went into the Marine Corps. I went into the Marine Corps for 6 years. And I was able to travel to at least 17 countries while I was there. Okay? 17 countries while I was there. And after I finished the Marine Corps, I got out and I went to Oakwood College, Oakwood University now. And from there, I went to Southern University, where I graduated with a bachelor's degrees in nursing. I've been a nurse now for over 38 years, and I'm about to retire in February. Okay? But this is a passion that I like to do. I mean, survival is one of the biggest things that you can ever have. And let me see a show of hands. Who you think that the Lord's coming soon and something's really going to happen that we got to depend on what's out here, not what's out there. Okay, great. All right, now, I want someone to read Hosea 4:6. I don't care who. Now, I'm very unconventional. I'm not a preacher like the rest of these people. That's not something that I do. I'm more of a teacher. I'm more of a teacher than a preacher, okay? And I like to interact with my people, all right? I call you guys my people, but when I get tired, I jump the fence and become a Korean, all right? No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. Okay, can someone read Hosea 4:6 for me, please? Microphone.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim. I will also forget thy children. Forget thy children.
Okay. Can someone else read it for me? Can someone read it again for me?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim. I will also forget thy children.
Okay. Now, I was talking to someone today. I don't know who it was, and I said that I would like to present this to them, and they said to me, y'all would take care of me, but I don't need none of this. But to me, Yah or God gives us knowledge to certain people to present it to you, so you can survive. Okay, like what does our shirt say? We go out and catch men. God cleans them, right? Is that right?
Right.
Okay, so there's got to be action somewhere. You just can't say, "Oh, Yah's gonna do it for me." You got to show some action in order to do that. And this is what I'm about to present today, okay? Now, I'm going to step on some toes today, okay? Y'all don't mind? I'm going to step on some toes really hard today. Now, the first thing I want to see is to let y'all know that if we're going to come back out here again, okay, I want everyone to have the proper attire. Today, I saw at least one of the thing that really bothered me today, as dirty as it is out here, people, why are we wearing sandals, Crocs, slippers? Why? As dirty as this place is, why? I know it's comfortable, right? But are we going to do this in the wilderness? Are we going to run around in sandals and Crocs and all that? Are we? Are we? Listen to me. No, listen. Are we going to do that? Huh? Are we? Huh? Okay. So this is part of the survival thing I'm trying to teach you guys. I know what you're doing is comfortable. Look, he's wearing slippers with black socks. That thing he's going to take into his tent. Black socks, dirty. You're going to take into his tent. All that dirt he's going to take into his tent. Come on, people. Come on, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Yes.
Are we not supposed to take our shoes into the tent?
No, yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that. You take the dirt off of it, put it in the corner of your tent, okay? Reason why? Because when the dew comes, all that shoe's going to get wet. So put it in your tent when you go in. Yes.
No, I didn't have them in my tent, so I left my shoes my first night I stayed out here outside of the tent. So is that part of?
No, put it in the corner of your tent because you don't want your shoes to be wet with dew in the morning. Okay? Yes. Huh? That's true. That's right. Okay. Second thing, I want all the ladies to stand up for me, please. I told you I'm gonna step on some toes. Ladies, get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, ladies. Ladies. Ladies, get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay, ladies. Turn around and let the guys see you guys for a minute. Just turn around. Okay? In the wilderness, are we going to wear blue jeans out of our skin tight? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Hey, look. Okay, you guys can sit down. You know what? Y'all ain't going to look pretty out there. Ain't nobody going to be looking at y'all out there. It's all about survival. That's what it's about. Survival. If you're going to wear blue jeans, loose, because this is what's going to get you around. That skin tight, you go over right, split. You're going to... Am I not telling the truth? Yes. Okay, am I not telling the truth? Huh? And you know what? No nails. Y'all can't get your nails dead in the wilderness, can y'all? No, you can't. And then the weeds. Well, who's gonna do your weeds out there? Okay. I mean, you guys get my point. You guys are getting my point, right? Huh? Am I not telling the truth? Huh? Okay then. All right. What? All right. Did I step on some toes today? Huh? Okay. What? Hold on. We're going to talk about that. You're the one, hey Leah, you're the one that wanted me to do this, right? Huh? Is it okay? Huh? Okay. All right, listen. If you do go in the wilderness, people, you got to have shoes with traction, not tennis shoes. You see my shoes? Traction. You know why? You got to go through sticks. You got to go through rocks. You got to go through mud. You know, when you go through mud, at least have a waterproof shoes. Huh? You guys understand what I'm saying? You would never see me wear tennis shoes or any of that stuff. These guys will tell you I wear boots or I wear one of these. But you're not going to catch me with tennis shoes, slippers, Crocs. Hiking boots, yes. Hiking boots is good. Hiking boots is good. Did I drop my knife? I think I dropped my knife. I did drop my knife. Where? Where's my knife at? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. In Luke 10:13, it says, and he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, and this is the part I like. Jesus said to us, occupy till he comes. This is what we got to do. We know that we're going to hit some bad times. I think it's Luke 10:13. Is that right? No, what is it? I thought that's what it gave me. Anyway, it says, occupy till I come. Someone find it. Where's that at? Okay, 19:13. There you go. All right. So the part I like where it says, occupy till I come. Okay? And we have to occupy, people. We have to. You know, we don't have a choice. In order to survive, we have to occupy. God has given us the ability to survive. You know, God gave animals that are lower than us how to survive. He may have given them skin. He may have given them the ability to go into the trees, given them the ability to go into hibernation. And with us, we have to have shelter, okay? Now, God has given man the bounties of this earth for our use and for his glory. We need to learn from it, respect it, and preserve it as much as we can. At the way we're doing it, we're destroying it faster than preserving it. Okay? God has made us the most intelligent beings on this earth, but yet we are the most helpless when we're born. We have to be taught through example and repetition on how to survive. We are also our own worst enemy. We have a propensity to destroy more than to rebuild. When you're in the wilderness, people, we can't go to Walmart, CVS, Walgreens to get the quick fix. You have to depend on what's out there in God's nature. God has given us so much, but we have squandered just as much due to our own shortcomings. Okay, let me ask you one thing. What is the first and foremost thing to prevent first aid? One hand. What?
Safety?
Huh?
What do you mean, like safety?
Okay, safety. Yep.
The first thing is not to be getting
She said it. Safety is paramount. You know what paramount means? is of the utmost importance. If you could practice safety, first aid doesn't have to come in. You're preventing first aid from happening. But safety is paramount, okay? And to do that, one of the first things you got to do at all times is to scan the area where you are going and be aware of your surroundings. You've got to be aware of your surroundings at all times. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and especially at night. Because your vision is now cut by about 75% or more. All right? Another thing I want to talk to you about is maintaining good personal hygiene. I'm going to step on some toes on this one too, y'all. I don't care. We're adults, okay? We're adults. But I'm gonna be good about it, okay? When I say practicing personal hygiene, I always try to put on fresh undergarments every day if you can. Okay? Always try to, because where moisture collects, that's where you're gonna get the most infection. And moisturized areas are underneath your arms, between your legs, your behind, and around your neck, okay? So make sure you always keep those areas clean and dry, and pay attention to it every single day. Yes?
So we should keep baby wipes right there.
Baby wipes is good, but some people are allergic to the chemicals that are in baby wipes.
You gotta get the unscented.
Yeah, you can do that. Yes, absolutely. But make sure that you keep that area as dry as possible, okay? Also, it's always good to rotate your clothes. So let's say one day you're going on a hike. For the night, take those off, wash it if you can. If you can't, dry it out. Okay? Don't keep it wet. You cannot keep it wet. Yes?
Okay, so somebody just brought to my attention that eventually the baby wipes are gonna run out, and then what do we use?
Oh, you really want to know?
Give it to him straight. Cattails.
Do you want to teach this class? Do you want to teach this class? If you do, you can come up here. Huh? Huh? Come on. You want to? Okay. 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 So, I appreciate your knowledge. I really do. Okay, but I got the class. Okay. Okay. If I need to ask you, I'll ask you. All right. Cool. All right. So, one of the things is we have face cloths. You could use that, but you could use hey, check this out. You could use did you know that you could use ash from the fire, the white, that'll cut down the moisture. You could use that as deodorant too. Did you all know that? It'll cut it. Yes, the ash from the fire that you burn woods with. Yes, you can use that. Okay, it'll keep you dry.
So you saying use it as deodorant?
You can use it as a deodorant, absolutely, yes. Okay, all this stuff is in there. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, so yes, you can use ash and okay. It is. You're right. I used to have 64 some guys underneath me. Okay. Another thing is keep hydrated at all times. I don't care if you don't feel like drinking, people. Drink. Okay? Keep hydrated. All right? People in Arizona say that they don't like to drink, but that is the worst climate or condition to be in. Do you know why? You never feel like you want to drink, but that is the most driest place in America. Okay? So constantly drink. And if you do go in the wilderness, always try to find a trail that you can walk along, a pond, because, water can be either your friend or your foe, okay? Our body is anywhere from 65 to 75% water, okay? And God has given us the ability to replenish ourselves every single day. We have to. We can go without water for, I would say, about 3 to 5 days, but you got to put that water back into your body. And you got to be near some place where you can get that water. And speaking of water, if you do get water, right, you always need one of these things here. This is called a life straw. Okay, because we're not going to have tap water. We can turn it on, flick it off, right? You got to get it something like this, put it in here, and this is a mechanism, okay, that will filter out all kinds of nasty protozoas.
Todd,
And yes,
you know they got those at Target. You can buy them at Target.
and you can get it at Walmart too. But I'm saying yes.
When I looked up life straws before, like back in the day, they're one-time use. Do they have like a multiple use?
Yes, you can use these up to I think what is it, 50 gallons now? 50 gallons of water, okay? And these things are about $9 or something like that. About 50 gallons. So these are about $9, okay? And this will filter out all the bad bacteria that's in the water. Also, too, as another, you could also get tablets, water tablets too. It's got like chlorine and stuff that kill it. But what I like to do, you see this? Right? You get the water in here, string it up on a rope, and put it above the fire. And do you know the fire will make that water boil and it will not melt the plastic? Did you know that? So I like to boil water in the plastic as a secondary precaution. Because you know what the worst thing to have in the wilderness is? Diarrhea and vomiting. That'll mess you up quicker than anything else. So that's why I like to do two stage. Filter, boil. Filter, boil. If you can't boil, do with this and put some tablets in here, okay?
So if you don't have that, can you just boil it? Is it okay if you?
You can, but I prefer to do both because.
Todd, repeat his question. We don't have his mic.
Okay, he said that if you don't have a filter, can you just boil this? And I said you can do that. Yes, you can do that. But I like to do the two-step method because I don't want to get no diarrhea. I don't want to be vomiting out there. That takes all your nutrients out, and you're gonna be a hamper to someone else. You don't need that to happen, right? Okay. All right. Y'all learning anything today? Yeah. Okay, good.
Charcoal up under the arms.
Hold it. Yes. I'm going to tell you something else about charcoal too. Okay, clothing. Yes.
My question is, okay, if you don't have those life straws, because you said, we're going to be in the wilderness, can't buy or sell. So, is there a natural way to purify our water?
Yes, there is, and I'll show you that tomorrow. But you can also no. So you can also have the
Yes, you gotta tell us now.
no. You also have a purifying tablet. Okay, you can throw into water. Purifying tablet. Huh? Then we do the natural way. We'll show you that later. Okay, now the next one I'll go through is clothing that you should wear. Okay? You should wear weather appropriate clothing, people. Okay? And that's why I brought this out today. Let me ask you. If you're going in the wilderness, would you wear one of these?
No.
Why?
Because something is sticking on your legs. You gotta have clouds come up on your legs. Ticks, yep.
Would you wear this?
Yes.
Okay, you would wear this, right? You would not ever wear this, okay? You want to wear crew socks that at least come up to here, okay? Up to at least here. Because if you go in the wilderness, right, you have these barbs. You remember those little barbs? They will tear your leg up and it will cause infection. You don't need none of that because you're trying to do what? Survive, right? So wear socks. Not these, okay? And then you should wear light underwear, which is like polyester. Polyester is a catch-22. I find it to be catch-22. Even though it's light, synthetic isn't really good for you, but it's light and it's water wicking, it's good. And a light shirt. Wear a light shirt, okay? Wear a light shirt. You don't want nothing to make you go into overheating yourself, okay? And at night, get a light jacket, okay? Get a light jacket. Yes, someone raise it. And also, too, if you go out there to do some work after a long, hard day, get a pair of gloves. You want to preserve your hands, okay? Wear gloves. Any kind of gloves will do. I prefer these kind of gloves because they're grippers, okay? All right. Then, okay, let's see. How does it go? Okay. Okay, so during the summer, you want to keep yourself cool. You want to prevent yourself from getting overheated. So wear light clothes. And like you asked me earlier, shorts. You can wear shorts, but to a degree, okay? If you're going like not into the bushes, but around rocks, sure, you can wear shorts. But if you go into the bushes, make sure you wear long pants, okay? Because you don't want all that low-cutting twig to tear you up, or ticks to fall on you, or getting bitten by spiders and all that, because that's where they like to hide, is in the woods, okay? All right. Also, too, shoes. Remember I said something about shoes. Wear shoes that are comfortable, okay? No slippers, no Crocs, none of that stuff, okay? Also, too, here's another thing, guys. If you're hiking and you feel like, oh, man, I feel like I got a blister coming on, take your shoes off, air it out. Do not ever pop the blister, ever. Why? Why do not pop the blister? Infection, right. We ain't got no KVS out there, folks. We don't have a KVS out there. Okay? Yeah, that too. CVS, okay? So the thing, what you can do is like put ointment on there, put a gauze on there, and maybe wear your shoes a little looser. But don't ever pop that blister that's in your foot. Okay? All right.
Hey, Mr. Todd.
Yes.
Could you wear like a double layer of socks? I know I tried that before.
No.
As far as a blister.
No. It put more pressure on there. No, you can't do that.
You gotta repeat the question. So
Okay, he said, do you wear a double layer of socks? No, don't ever wear a double layer of socks, especially in the summer, because your feet, what does your feet do when it's hot? And what does a double layer of socks do? It keeps it in, right? So we're not gonna do that, right? Also too, wear sunscreen, people. Remember, the summer, you have a longer days during the summer, right? Longer days, yes? Even if you're black, wear suntan, yes, absolutely. Yes, especially black people. Okay? If you have glasses, wear glasses. And by the way, wear hats too. Please wear hats. Okay? Any kind of hat, fedora, that'll keep the sun out of your face, use face burn, and to cover your chest too, all right? Now for winter wear, you want to prevent hyperthermia. So what I got, where's it at? Okay. Oh, I didn't even bring it. Yeah, oh, did I? Yes, I did.
Long johns.
Wear long johns. Okay, wear long johns during the winter. Always wear long johns during the winter. And the reason why is because these things keep your heat in. I didn't say skin tight blue jeans, ladies. That's not going to help. Okay? If anything, that'll dissipate heat more than it'll keep it in. Okay? And the reason why is because it's so tight to your skin. Now, you can get blue jeans like who has a loose blue jeans on?
Gary.
Oh, Gary. Okay? Like he has loose blue jeans, you can wear this. I remember when I was in Norway, this is something that they taught me, which I thought was really cool. During the winter, wear baggy, oversized clothes. Because what that does is the heat that you dissipate is trapped in those layers of clothes. You got that? It gets trapped in those layers of clothes, and it keeps your whole body warm. That's what it does, and it worked. You know, because it's trapping all that warmth inside of your body. Okay, so, all right. Now, also too, wear a hat. You lose how many percentage of heat from your head? 30%. Wear a hat. You got to keep your noggin warm. If your brain frozen, nothing else works. right? Also, too, wear a long sleeve shirt if you can. That'll also keep you warm. All right? And a t-shirt underneath that. And also, too, here's the other thing. Wear cotton underwears during the winter, not polyester. Polyester will dissipate all that heat out. Cotton will keep it in. Okay? Also, too, wool socks. Wool socks is a must. Wool socks will keep your legs and feet warm. Also, too, wool socks, even though it's good, it also has a drawback. It causes your feet to sweat a lot. And if you don't check it every now and then, like if you go in the wilderness, you can, let's say, go for about maybe an hour or two, but after that, take a break, check your feet. By all means, check your feet, because you don't want trench feet. And what trench feet is, when the feet get swollen up, you won't know, it'll start cracking, and it'll start bleeding, and it'll get infected. Okay, you don't want that. So check your feet out every 2 to 3 hours to make sure you don't have that. And by all means, dry it out. You got to keep your feet dried out. Now, your feet is one of the most important parts of your body that God has given you, because it supports all of your weight from the head to toe. If you can't take care of your feet, how can you go anywhere? I'm not going to be hauling Big Jim around with me. He's too heavy for me. I can't do that. You're sleeping, man. You better get up. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So keep your feet dry at all times. At all times, okay? And it's good to take breaks at least every 2 to 3 hours. You don't always have to get to your destination as quickly as you want to. And also, during the day, I also have gloves too. You know, for like if you want to get logs or split and stuff, always wear gloves if you're going to do any hauling or of any kind or any sort of those things, okay? Yes?
Do you need both those types of gloves or just one?
No, you can have one kind. I just like to have different types. But, you know, get gloves that are weather appropriate, okay? Like winter gloves, get winter gloves, okay? But I just did that just to show you all right? All right. All right, so also too, like I said, thick-soled shoes you should wear at all times. Okay. Again, check frequently for blisters. Wear clothes loosely and in airs, because it traps pockets of air to keep you warm. Okay, now we're going to go through insects. One of the worst things that we can have that are abundant in nature, especially in the wilderness, are ticks. Ticks are so very, very, very small. But look, people, I'm going to tell you something about ticks, okay? It can cause Lyme disease, neurological disease. It can make you have sensitivity to light. It can make you immobile. So, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're husband and wife, check each other out every single day before you're going to bed. If there are females, look, I'm not saying, how do I put this?
They like to go around the horse place.
I'm trying to put this as lightly as I can, okay? If there are other males, you're there to help them, not to look at them, okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got you.
Black people are very susceptible to ticks because their skin is so much darker than white people. And the places that you got to watch out for is the hairline, the neck, under the arms, between the groins, okay, around the waist, okay, sometimes even between fingers. And those things are very, very small. They're about 1 centimeter. You know them because you're going to say, oh, you know, this itches. And you look down and see it. The best thing to get them out, yes. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't have a picture. It's gray. It's grayish. It's a grayish looking thing. It has 8 legs, and it's very, very small. Yeah, they're grayish and brown. I'm sorry, grayish brown. I got it on there, grayish brown. Yes, grayish brown. And if you let it inside, let it fester, it'll get to a big size and it'll rupture, and there's over 10,000 little ticks that are in there. You don't want that to happen, okay? So the best way to get those things out is when you get it, if you have alcohol, put alcohol on it. No, don't burn it. You get alcohol on it, and if you get a pair of tweezers, don't pick it out with your hand because you're going to leave the head in there. Get a pair of tweezers and get as close to the head as you can and gently wiggle it out. Okay, don't just tear it out because you're going to leave the head in there. Because they got these huge pinchers that just latch in there. You got to wiggle it out. Okay, and after you do that, then you can burn it. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and after that, clean it with alcohol as much as you can. But every single day, people, you got to groom each other. You know, like how monkeys do, they groom each other, and we got to do the same thing with each other. I mean, I don't care if you don't like somebody. This is a matter of safety for you and matter of keeping diseases away from you. And we got too many diseases in this life. Yes.
So, this question on it. Because one thing we used to do in Mississippi was we light a match, let the match go out, and then stick the match on it, and then usually they would let go off of that.
You could do that too.
Is that not recommended?
Hey, wait a minute now. Look here. He's telling me something. Okay, yes. That could work too, yes. That could work, yes. But you got to be careful not to touch the skin. Gotcha. That's the whole point, okay? All right. Next one, insects, bees, hornets, and spiders. We had two people here today that got stung by bees, Lisa and Kiana, okay? And luckily, and God has preserved us because some people have what's called an anaphylactic reaction to that. I'm one of them. And what that means is that if a bee stings, you blow up. You got to go to the hospital. That little sting can cause you between a matter of life and death. And you know, because that thing will blow up instantly. It'll just blow up like a bat, and you got to get to the hospital to get a shot. Not unless someone has an EpiPen or something. Okay? So, bite and sting. Avoid bees at all costs. First thing, if a bee comes to you, people, if bees come to you, leave them alone. Just dodge them. You know, like how you dodge bad people, dodge them. If you can, don't swat at them, because if they swat at them, they're going to come and mess you up. Because their first defense is to what? Defend themselves. Now, there's a difference between several bees. You have honeybees. They will sting once and they'll die. And the stinger will leave inside of you, okay? And they'll die. But hornets, they'll repeatedly hit you. Their hornets will constantly sting you. So look out for those too, okay? And you know honeybees, because honeybees have stripes on their abdomen. Hornets do not. Hornets are just big and they come in different colors. All right? Also too, if a bee tries to sting you in a group, try to protect your eyes and nose at all times. Okay, that's what you want to do, protect your eyes and nose. And try to go to a place of safety like a car. Don't ever go in the water because they'll wait for you when you come back up out of that water. Go inside of a car or go inside of a house. Go behind a screen door, something. But don't ever go in water. All right? Also too, here's the other thing. When we go into the wilderness, camping, please people, don't wear bright colored clothes. Don't ever do that. Like, I like to wear drabby clothes that fit, that blend into the nature. Because you know what? Insects are what? Attracted to what, people? Bright colors. Okay? So they might think you might be some food or something. Okay? And even though you may swat them, they're going to come right back because they're used to that bright color. All right. Black widow spiders. What is the trademark sign of a black widow spider, people? Huh? What? What kind? It could be a red underbelly, but what kind? Hourglass, right? It could have any spider can have a red underbelly. It's distinct. Hourglass. It looks like an hourglass, okay? If you see those, Leave them alone. And these are, and you know what? A black widow spider is 10 times more venomous than a rattlesnake. 15 times more. 15 times more venomous than a rattlesnake. 15 times. Huh?
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is. Okay? And this thing here causes paralysis in the diaphragm. That's why it's so potent. It is so potent, it causes paralysis of the diaphragm, and it leads to the breathing difficulty. It causes muscle aches, nausea and vomiting, and bites can be fatal to who? Small children and the elderly, and the people that are have difficulty getting around. Okay? Remedies for that, if you know a thing or you haven't been bitten, get medical help. Get medical help as soon as possible. And check the area for hotness and a red circle. Wash areas with soap and water. Apply cold compresses or cloth to affect the area. That's what we did with Lisa and, what's her name? What's your daughter's name? We applied cold compresses, ice. Now what ice does to a sting, any kind of sting, it constricts the blood vessels so that the poison won't go anywhere faster. Because in this hot heat, our blood vessels are wide open. Okay? So if you put a cold compress on there, it'll retard that spread from happening. So same thing with the spiders. You want to apply cold compress, take Tylenol or aspirin, and apply antibiotic ointment to the site. And elevate it to affected area. Then the next one we have is called a brown recluse spider. You know what those are, guys?
Yeah.
What's another name for it? No. A fiddleback. It looks like a violin. The back of it, the mature ones, look like a violin. Okay? And those are the mature ones, not the baby ones, the mature ones. I've seen several of them at my patient's house, and I killed them all, but be on the lookout for those. They're found in and outdoor spaces where people don't often go. Out in the woods, on the hollow of logs and rocks. You know, where you go to get rocks to do your fireplace or your wood to get for the fire. That's where they hide. So you got to be very. Remember, what did I say? The number one thing to first aid is safety at all times. Okay. All right. I remember I had a cousin. He's not alive now, but this is early on in my career. Maybe I was been in it for about 15 years, and a nurse was supposed to come to his house. He was bitten by a recluse. Nurse never made it. So my cousin said to me, "Todd, can you help me?" I said, "What, man? What's going on?" He said, "I was bitten by a recluse spider." He was an auto mechanic. He had gone in his driveway, and the recluse spider had gone down his pants and bit him on the tailbone. Okay? So I didn't know the extent of the injury was, but man, when I went there, you got to understand, a black recluse spider will bite you, and the venom of that toxin will necrotize the tissue anywhere around there. It'll just go out. It just kill it. Kill all the tissue, muscle, whatever is in there, it's gonna kill it. And if it doesn't, if you do not get medical help, you can die from that too. So I went to see him, and I said, "Okay, man, let me see what you got." Man, as a medical profession, a lot of times you really have to keep your composure. You really do, whether you want to or not. I had to pack this man this deep. This deep. Do you hear me? Look, you see that? This deep. That's how much damage that spider had done to his tailbone. I had to pack it every single day for 2 months. And the thing healed from the inside out, but there was no muscle there. All it was skin. You could feel the bone, no muscle. So if you think you got bitten by a recluse, get help. That's all I got to say about that one. Okay, venom causes a painful sore. Sight will turn black. And it will exceed out. May cause severe symptoms in some people. And again, the people that are allergic to this, are most vulnerable are the elderly and children. Okay? Remedies. If possible, identify what bit you, keep calm, wash affected area, put cold compress or cloth on areas. Get to a medical facility as soon as you can to get the antibiotics. Okay? Reptiles, snakes. What type of snakes do we have around here in Georgia? Yes.
No, my question was like, so we're gonna be in the wilderness, not really able to go to the hospital. So like, is there something?
I know you're gonna ask that question. Well, you know, like I said, you can. The question is that if you don't have a facility to take people that are bitten by recluse spider, then what do we do if you're in the wilderness? That's what he said. Okay, so in that instance, you get a. Oh, yes.
No, I already talked to him.
Well, she was saying that this is why it's important that someone or some people inside the camp, go to, have that background, like always have someone with a medical background inside the camp.
That's true. You're right. You're right. Oh, also, I meant
we
to
got
tell
you, so.
Me? Oh, brother. And you know what? During the time of trouble, people, and I'm going to tell you this right now. We have a good congregation here, right? The optimal group of people that you could actually go with each other are 4 to 6. We can't bring a whole troop out here because if they did a whole troop like this, they got to beat on us. So you got to have someone in the group that knows something about medical thing, okay? I can't be the one to take care of all of you all. That's not going to happen. Okay? All right? You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So the question was, the answer to what you were saying was that all we can do is wash the affected area, pull cold compresses or cloth around it, and put the affected part above the heart. Okay? That's that, because there's nothing that I can really do as a medical profession. That I can just do the minimal.
Are there certain like antibiotics that we
You know what?
keep on us that
Yes. I know in nature, and this is if we do this talk again next year, there are plants that you can seek out in the wilderness that will help with a lot of these ailments. If I was able to do it next year, I don't know. Leah got it. Oh no. Okay. So all right. So reptiles. What kind of snakes do we have here in Georgia?
rattlesnake.
Okay, rattlesnakes. What else? Copperheads. Okay. Huh? What? Chicken? No, chicken snakes ain't poison. I meant to say poisonous snakes. Water moccasins. Cottonmouth. What else? Okay, rattle, water moccasin, cottonmouth, boa constrictor. Okay. I just had to throw that in there. Okay. Now, look. Snakes are masters at what? Camouflage, right? Right? Okay, so watch where you step. Because if you think you step on it, you may not know it's a snake, but if a snake is stepped on, guess what it's gonna do? Pow! Gotcha. You can't react. Well, Jesus did step on the head of the snake, didn't it? And it wounded his heel, but crushed his head, right? Okay. All right. So if you are bitten, stay calm, people. Please stay calm, okay? You know how in movies they say get a knife and cut an X and suck the blood out? Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Keep the Yes, you can ask a question, but you can't tell me what. Okay, go ahead. Yes, ask me. Don't make it too long now. Go ahead.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay. Okay.
They got articles in Outdoor Life and all the other ones where if you get bit by a snake, you're supposed to shock it with the spark plug deal from your car. Now that's written in Outdoor Life and everything else.
You know you know what? That sounds worse than Donald Trump saying shoot up
I'm
chlorine in the veins.
I'm asking you a question, but they got articles.
Go ahead. Okay, I'll check into that. Okay. That's right. You're right. We're not going to have cars out there. You're right.
Can you tell them why it's important to stay calm? I just had to explain to the wife why it's important to stay calm.
All right. The reason why it's important to stay calm is because when you're excited, your blood pumps real fast. Okay, and you don't want that poison to get up to your heart or anywhere near there before it's time. That's why. Stay calm as much as possible. Okay? Yes.
So are you saying like stay calm so you can live a little longer?
Yes. Yes.
Or are you
No.
saying there's gonna be a way to save you?
Stay calm until we can get some help for you. Okay? All right. So, thank you for your input, Gary. That was very good. Thank you. Huh? Oh, you come back here, man. Get back over here. Don't be like that, man. All right.
I've been a survivor since I was 6 years old.
Oh, hallelujah, brother. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay. All right. Okay, Snakes. You're doing good. You're doing good. Okay. Let me have your attention, please. Attention. All right. So, if bitten, do not suck the poison out. Keep the person as calm as possible and get help immediately. Keep area immobilized below the heart, okay, to slow the spread of the venom, okay? Apply a snug bandage. This is what I want to tell you about this. Apply a snug bandage. You know, like you can get a bandage with a tourniquet or a sock. Apply it to that area and wrap it. Now, you know, in times past, we use a tourniquet. Don't ever use a tourniquet unless it's for a last resort, because tourniquets can cause compression of the blood and death to that site. And you don't want that. Yes?
Don't use a tourniquet for a snake bite or don't use a tourniquet for anything?
For a snake bite, because you don't want to. Yes. All right. All right. I said apply a snug bandage, not a tourniquet, above the wound nearest to the heart. Now, mammals, bats, bears, raccoons, moose, deer, coyotes, stay away from that area, okay? The greatest risk of infection are from their bites, which is what? Rabies, yes.
Is there a way to suck out venom or is that a myth?
That's a myth. Don't ever do it. I did not just say. Remember I said do not cut the site and suck the. Did I not say that?
Yeah, you did. I didn't hear it.
Okay. Okay.
Gary, okay?
Oh. Okay. Let's go. Okay, the greatest risk of infection from bites are rabies, from the wild animals that live out there. Is that right, Gary? I said the greatest infection from wild animals are rabies, right? The greatest risk of infection from wild animals is rabies, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I just want to know if you knew that.
But you can get penicillin. You can get penicillin at any and the main thing you need to do is have blood stop. I got some right there in my deal. So the blood stop you can get at Walmart. You didn't used to be able to get it, but you can get it blood stop at Walmart.
Okay. Thank you, Gary. That's very knowledgeable. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so the greatest risk of infection is rabies. It can be transmitted through a scrape or a bite. Okay, most common forms. These rabies most commonly come from foxes, bats, raccoons, and coyotes. Okay, if bitten, let the wound bleed out thoroughly. Let it bleed out. Let that wound bleed out. Okay, and wash it. And wash it thoroughly. Maybe about 2-3 minutes. Okay, and then and whatever you do, stay out of their territory, because you know what? You gotta understand. Animals mark their territory. Okay, like we mark our territory. Our house is our territory. Animals mark their territory. If you invade their territory, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna attack. So stay out of their area, okay?
What's the area?
You don't know until you get there. Once you get there, leave. Don't stay there. Okay? Always be on the lookout for wildcats. Always be on the lookout for wildcats because they can take your children away from you, especially babies, because they think they're food. All right? So mamas, daddies, aunts, uncles, nephews, you better keep them close beside you, all right? Also, this is another thing people don't realize. Animals come and attack your camp because you have food in your tent or near you. Keep your food at least 50 to 100 feet away from you. And if you do that, put it in the tree over a limb and wrap the rope around the trunk because you don't want them to tear your tent apart and in the process destroy your tent and hurt you. Okay? That is a must. You got to do that every night. Keep the food away from the camp. Okay? All right. Okay. Injuries to injuries. You got a question? No? Okay. Fractures. Name some types of fractures that we may have on us. Huh? Okay. What kind of what? Yeah, that's a broken leg. That's called a simple fracture. It's called a simple fracture. Hairline fracture.
Stress fracture.
Yeah. Man, those are things we do when you're out there. When you're out in the wilderness. Okay, you can have a simple fracture, which is a clean break. Okay? It's a clean break. A complex fracture, wait a minute. A complex fracture is a fracture that's broken but has come through the bone. Okay? And those are the ones that are the most life-threatening. Green stick fracture are fractures that occur with children mostly. And what it is their bone is so fragile. Green stick. Just what it says, green. You know how, okay, dude, look at it this way. You know you have a tree growing up, right? It has a branch, right? And the branch is how? What? Very flexible, right? You can break half of it, but all of it won't be broken. That's the way it's with children. Their bones are ever expanding, so it's got to be flexible. But you only see green stick fractures in children up to maybe about, I think, 10 years old, okay? So look out for those fractures. Complex, jagged fractures are the ones, let's see. Oh, we already said that one. No. Oh yeah, okay. Commuted bone fractures are like if you if you fell off of a cliff and you slam onto the ground real hard, the bone is gonna smash up on top of each other. Okay? Those are pretty bad too. And then the last one is the impacted, impacted is the one that you smash. Commuted are multiple bone fractures in your body. The first thing you do is to assess the affected area. Whatever you do not try to put it back in place. Don't do that, because you can cause more damage than good. Because remember, your body has arteries everywhere, right? Now, the arteries of your body are here, okay? The major arteries are right here in your neck, okay? That's called the carotid artery. Then you got one underneath your arm. If something is bleeding, you got two of them underneath your arm, right? You got some in your brachial right here as well. You got your wrist too, okay? Then you got the one in your groin, okay? Then you got the one behind your knees, okay? There's one behind your knees, and there's one in the front of your foot. Those are the major arteries of your body. If any one of those are compromised, or blood you think is coming out of anywhere near that area, that's the one you want to compress the most. Don't tie it off, just compress it so that the blood won't come out as fast. Okay? Do not attempt to put the bone back in its place. Apply firm pressure to stop or slow the blood flow. Do not, I say again, do not put a tourniquet on. Back in the day, they did. It caused people to lose their limbs. You don't want them to lose their limbs. Okay? Okay. So what can you do to help that from to protect it before you get help? You can get splints. And this is what we're going to do tomorrow. Troy and I, we're going to get some sticks and we're going to show you how to do splints on the legs. You can get splints. You can also get used sticks. You can get pillows. You can wrap pillows. But you always got to, when you do get the affected area, always match it with the other one. So if I have a fractured finger, tie it together with this one so that you can't hardly, the two will move together. Or if this leg is messed up real bad, tie it with the other one so it won't move. Okay? That way. Or yes. Huh?
So you said
what?
If we have a broken leg tied to the other leg?
You got to tie sometimes to the other leg, yes.
How we going to walk?
Huh? You're going to be put on a stretcher.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And take care of it. Or sometimes you can just do that one leg and just move it. Either way. Okay?
Ain't going to be no stretchers out there?
You can make one. Anybody can make a stretcher. So don't say ain't got no stretcher out there. This is about survival, people. It's about survival. See, the mindset, we got to get out of this mindset that says, you know what, we can go to Walmart or KVS,
That's not
CVS,
what I'm saying.
And find stuff over there.
That's not what I'm saying.
What you saying?
I'm not saying we can go to Walmart. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not there. But I get what you're saying. We can make one. I was thinking that you were actually saying to have it prepared.
Oh, we're going to have it prepared. Okay. Yes. We're going to make one. Yes. Okay. All right.
Buy one.
You can use walking poles and duct tape. Duct tape. I love duct tape. Everybody like duct tape? I like duct tape. Okay. All the adults, raise your hands for me. All the adults, raise your hand. You ain't no adult. Put your hand down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, good. I got something for y'all. Just for adults. Just for adults.
Don't give it her. She didn't raise her hand. She said, well, get it now.
This is my gift to you guys because this is one of the things you need in your first aid kit. A real bandana. You remember I said I don't like colored bandanas?
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And it's cotton, guys. Cotton is the way to go, not polyester.
Cotton is the way to go.
We can wrap it around.
No, you're not getting one. You're not an adult. If I have some left over, I'll give you one. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, where's Gary? Where's Gary? Get one for Gary. Get one to Gary for me.
Hey, Ron.
You're not in it up. Okay.
Aaron. Boy, you look like Stacy from the Wood, boy.
Okay, did everybody get one? You got one. Hey, you got yours?
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Who? Okay.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
No, I ain't getting you no socks now. All right. All right, now. All right. Next thing we're going to go over are bandanas. Give me some multi-purpose use for bandanas. One at a time, please. Good. 1, 2.
What do they say? You can't hear 'em.
Huh?
Repeat it so we can hear what you're saying.
He said, get the sweat off your face as a Band-Aid. What else?
Pressure on your wounds.
Yes? Yeah. Okay, same thing. What else? Right. Okay, good. What else? To drain something with. Drain something with. What else? Cover your mouth and nose, right? What else? Huh? Toilet. Yes, yes. Actually, you're right. People use it as toilet paper. You're right. Yeah, you think it's funny, but that's true. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Look, these are multi. Who did get it? Who did? Hey, Melvin, did you get a bandana? Come here. Come here. Come here.
His wife got one. He all right.
No. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. You got a special one, man. All right. All right. So a bandana can be used for a sling for broken arms. It can be used to wrap sprained ankle or wrist. It can be used as a tourniquet as a last resort, and it has to be used with caution. You can use to tie poles or sticks to immobilize the affected areas. It can conceal an affected body part, like if an eye or something messed up, cover it up. You can protect against, you can protect against ticks. Did you know you can protect this against ticks? Okay, I'm gonna show you how. Give me your bandana for a minute. Give me your bandana for a minute. Give me your bandana for a minute. Okay, so when you get this, right? You can get it like this and wrap it around your feet, around where the socks is. Because when ticks go in, right, they hit the socks first to burrow underneath the skin, right? Because they're seeking heat. But with the bandana, it'll catch it before it'll even go into the socks. So it'll be for your next time when I ask you for give it to me. That's being selfish. I don't like people that are selfish. Especially if it's a gift that I gave you. Okay, I got on you. All right. All right. It says wrap tightly around each ankle so it overlaps with the hem of the pants. You could be a temporarily wound dressing. It could be an eye patch. It can be a toothbrush. Did you know that your bandana can be a toothbrush? Huh? You can use it as a hat band. You can use it as a towel to wash with. Right? You can absorb sweat from your face and forehead, like she said. You can use it as a breathing mask in dusty and dirty environments. Right? Protect your neck and top of your head from the sun. Right? You can tie things together with it. You can use it, hold small objects in it. You know, you can use it as a weapon too. Did you know that? Put rocks in it, you can just hit people with it. Okay? You can mark it as a trail. Use a marking trail. Okay? You can remove hot pots from the stove from the fire. You can use that. Did you know that you could get a corner of the bandana and cut it and put it in one of these tin boxes and throw it in the fire, and it becomes a char piece. And you can cut that little char. Remember someone said you want to show you how to start fire? This is one of the ways you could do it. Cut a piece off your bandana, put it in one of these, throw it in the fire, right? And let it in there, and the thing will turn black. But what happens is that you can get a piece of that, throw it underneath the kindling, it'll instantly light up. It'll instantly light up. Kindling is like those fine things to start fires with, like fine grass, yeah, and little shavings of wood. Those are called kindling. Okay? Did you know that you can use bandanas as a handcuff? Huh? You can use that as a handcuff too. And you can also signal for help with those.
I saw that, Drake.
Okay. All right. I'm almost done, guys. Has this been informal to you guys? Huh? Has it been informal? Say hallelujah. Okay.
Thank you, Todd.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, we're gonna go through hypothermia and hyperthermia. What's hypothermia, guys? No. Too hot. Remember this. Okay, listen. Hypo means low. Hyper means high, right? Hypo means you're overheating. You're overheating, right? No. Hyper means you're overheating. Hyper means you're overheating, okay? So high means high heat, okay? Hyper means high heat. So hypo means low heat, right? Got that? Don't ever get that mixed up. What's hyper? Okay. Okay, and what's hypo? Okay, just like what's hypertension? Okay, good. So that's high, right? Okay. Yeah, I know you do. All right. All right, hyperthermia. Hyperthermia is when the body core overheats due to body's inability to dissipate that heat. Okay? You have shallow breathing, weak and rapid pulse, chalky pallor, and with black people, you have a grayish look around the nose, the ears, and the lips. White people, you can automatically tell they're about to just pass out. Okay? But black people, it's a lot harder to detect. Okay? You have excessive sweating, headache, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, cramp spasms, and loss of consciousness. Once they lose consciousness, y'all better get them to a medical facility as quick as possible. Okay, intervention. Take a patient to a cool area, loosen their clothes, continuous seating, continual sweating by an individual is the first stage. You got to control that sweating. And the way you do that is by giving them a lot of fluids. Okay? Give them a lot of fluids. If possible, give them a cool sponge bath. Now, this is another thing that we did in the military. People that are hyperthermia. Do you remember I showed you where all the major arteries of your bodies are? Where? Okay. 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 So, good. So what you could do is if you have cloths, you can put them in those major areas. Okay? And because of that, it'll draw all that heat out. Okay? To bring that heat down. Okay? All right? The major arteries, you got to cool it down. That's the quickest way to cool the body down is with the major arteries. All right? All right.
You saying put sponges there?
You can put sponges there or cloth, like your a t-shirt, underwear, anything cool to draw that heat out. You got to draw that heat out so they can survive, okay? All right. All right. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay, also too, this is what I want to. When a person that goes into hypothermia mode, I'm going to tell you this, people. All modesty is lost. What's your number one goal of that person? Cool them down, so that means to do what?
Strip them down.
Strip their clothes, save them, right? Modesty is gone. I don't care about modesty. You take care about modesty, you're going to let the person die. You know? I don't care. I mean, you got scissors or whatever, rip that clothes off, whatever. You got to do it. All right? And this is the other thing I meant to tell you guys, too. Whenever you get a sleeping bag, right? Always get a big sleeping bag. And the reason why I say that is because two things. And this is something I learned in the military. And I'm going to pass it on to you guys. Two things. When you go to sleep at night, you can put your clothes in that sleeping bag with you to keep it what? Warm, right?
Oh, yeah.
The second thing is if someone is in hyperthermic mode, what can you do? Sleep with them, right? Correct. You can sleep with them in that bag. That's a life-saving procedure. Okay? Take your clothes off, body heat, wrap them. Modesty gone. Okay? Don't even think that you're gonna. And he's too unconscious to do anything anyway. Okay? All right. All right. Okay. Okay, hyperthermia is when the body core temperature goes from 92 to 92 to 94 degrees below 98.6. That's dangerous levels, okay? Dangerous. The way the body preserves heat is by shutting down all the peripheral systems of your body. That includes your nose, your eyes, your fingers, your arm, okay, your feet, your leg, because what it's trying to do, keep your what? Internal organs alive. Okay? Hyperthermia. All right. Let's see. Okay, so people that go into hyperthermia, what happens? Tell me. Huh? Hyper. People, huh? Not quite. Not with hyperthermia, no. Hyperthermia. I mean hypothermia. I'm sorry, hypothermia. Hypothermia. I'm sorry. What happens with hypothermia? Okay, what is the symptoms? Tell me. Shivering. Right, shivering's one. What's another one? Shortness of breath is another one. Yes, fine motor control is gone, yes. You go into unconsciousness, right? You have tremors, right? You have feeling of numbness. What do you think you have feeling of numbness at? And what else? Where else? How about here? Huh? How about here? You got to think of these things, people. Yes. Think of it. Think of it. It's on you. Okay. You also will have slurred speech too. Okay. Now, intervention. If the person is wet, fell into a river that's cold, what's the first thing you do? Take all their clothes off. Take it all off. And then what do you do after you do that? How you dry them off? I mean, you dry them off, right? But then what else can you do? Body heat. What else can you do? Besides that? There you go, right. Start a fire, but don't put them too close. What is something you never, ever do with someone that has hypothermia? Ever do? Of what? Correct. You do not do that. It'll blister them so bad. It'll blister them real bad. You could put them in cold, tepid water. Yes, you could do that to bring that body temperature. But don't ever put them in hot water. You'll kill them.
Is the same thing vice versa?
What's that?
Like if you are super hot, do you shock the body with cold, or slowly?
You slow. That's why I say you put sponges and stuff in the major areas. You remember? You just don't throw them. I'll put them in an ice bucket. No, don't do that. Okay? There's a method to the madness here. Okay? All right. Okay. So it says remove any wet clothing. Put the victim in blankets. Get into sleeping bag with the victim, skin-to-skin contact. All modesty is lost. Use heat from campfires. You do not put the person in hot water. Monitor breathing and prepare to administer CPR if they go into cardiac arrest. Gently transport these people back to the medical facility. Now CPR, we could do CPR, but most of you guys know how to do CPR, right?
Yep.
Huh? Yep. Everybody know how to do CPR? So I don't have to go through CPR, right? Good. Well, that's the end of my talk today. So how was it? Did y'all like it?
Yep.
Huh?
You stepped on my toes.
I'm stepping on everybody's toe because to me, this is ridiculous. I mean, if we're going to do this tabernacle thing again, hopefully next year, no tennis shoes, get your proper, because you know what? In the military, you exercise, right? What they teach you, right? we got to exercise what is being taught. Okay, I don't care if it's comfortable to you guys, but you got to know that one day we're not going to have this. You got to learn how to live out in the wilderness. Now, you can't have tennis shoes running around or sandals or Crocs. You got something to say?
No, I was waiting to get done.
Okay, so hopefully you guys learned something from this today.
All praise, all praise.
All right, so tomorrow we're going to try to do some demonstrations on how to put splints on and start fire. Oh, also too, I meant to show you this. I forgot to show you this. This is a thermal blanket, a small aluminum blanket that attracts heat to keep someone that may have hypothermia. Also too, I have what's called a emergency light. But what I like about this is that he has a weather station. NOAA, you know the NOAA, National Oceanic Administrative Association. So on this thing, I can hear any weather that's in this area. It has a flashlight and a siren. Okay? And the other thing I like is that when the battery is out, I could crank it and get more electricity. Okay? So I don't have to depend on it.
Where you got that from?
I won it from somewhere, I forgot. Also too, another good thing to keep with you is zip ties. Multi-purpose, people. You could tie yourself to the wall, I don't care. Okay? But it's good for anything that you need to have done. Also too, here's what I have. I made my own makeshift first aid kit. And one thing I have is my, well, you know, people in the world call this a roach clip. It's a surgical clamp.
Certain people.
Certain people.
I said, what did I say? I said, people, what did I say? People out in the world, right?
People out in the world, certain people.
Okay, see, so this is a clamp. It's a clamp that you could cut off, you know. Okay. Old school, man, old school. Also, too, I got this here. I got a mirror. You guys can get mirrors for signaling. Or you can start, signaling and stuff, okay? And tomorrow, I'll show you what I got in my first aid kit that I made. Anybody can get, you know what? You guys have no excuse not to make a first aid kit, especially from Dollar General or Family Dollar. Those things are so cheap. This is where I got mine from. I went in there and got it, and this thing cost me not even what, $10. Okay? I made it myself. Also, too, I have these things. Whenever you're out in the wilderness, get a writing tablet. Writing tablet, okay? Where you can jot down where you are. Now, what I like about mine is that it will not deteriorate in the rain. It's rainproof. My paper are rainproof. And I could erase it and reuse it over and over again. Rainproof with pencil.
No, it really is. I have one of these.
See, look. See how it beats? It's almost like plastic. But you can still write on it. See? I just wrote on there. See here? See, feel it. It feels like plastic. But it isn't. See, so these, huh? Yeah, it's a special kind of paper. It's not gonna, no, okay? Whose water is this? Did you drink out of it?
It's his now.
I planned on it, but I hadn't yet.
Okay, so the other thing that I have too here, guys, is this. Needles. You're gonna always need needles. Sometimes you might have to do surgery out in the field. Someone ripped their stitches, yeah. Okay, and I got stitching needles. Okay, and I got cords too. But you know what else you can? You know what else? You know what else is really good for? You know what else is really good to stitch wounds with, guys?
Floss.
Dental floss.
Dental floss.
Dental floss is good for stitching needle. No, 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 don't use the minty kind. You don't want to use that. Also, too, I got this thing here. You know, I know we're against playing cards, but I got these cards for a reason. And I want to show you these cards. This is a special type of card. You listen to you. Okay, see these cards? I got these because these cards have valuable information about how to survive in the wilderness on the back. See that? See? How to make ropes, how to put up a tarp, how to start a fire. So, yeah, wilderness cards. Okay? And one other thing. Huh? I got those too, right here. I got 550 cords. 550 means the poundage that you can have on these. And I also got bank lines too as well. The poundage, the weight. And then the last thing that I have I want to show you guys, actually, this same thing here that I showed you, this is a tarp. With this tarp, you can make a tent. Okay, and it's waterproof. And you should always take, and you can do the same thing with this. You can make a tent out of one of these too. You can put 2 people in these things. As long as you have this and this, a bandana and a knife, you can survive out in the wilderness. That's it. All right, I'm done. Oh, whoa. One more thing. I forgot. No, this is for tomorrow because this here is my fire kit for tomorrow. Okay.
Hey, if it, yeah, I'm about to. Yep. Yeah, everybody can go ahead and just stand. We're gonna close out.
Oh, this is it for today?
All praise to the Most High for Mr. Todd. I know he stepped on some toes today, but hey, it's worth it. You know. Might have rubbed, might have got some, never mind.
Hey, Gary. Hold on. Hey, Gary. Gary.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you for your input, man. I appreciate it.
Well, that's my rescue diver course, and I learned trauma management and how to do all the deal to do a deal, and it was
all praise.
A couple-year course to do it.
Okay, maybe next time you can do this. No, you can
all
do
praise.
it next time you want.
No, he's being serious.
I'm trying to say that I'm not familiar up here running the mountain.
Okay.
Well, all praise. We're gonna go ahead and close out. I'll be sure to remember. I know Dre made a great point. I think every day we should talk about this is Troy and Lisa's property, so be sure to just grab something. If you see something on the ground, make sure this area is clean, and take it and throw it in the trash. And the same thing over there, because we appreciate Mr. Troy and Miss Lisa for opening up their property, and we want to treat it with respect. So all praise to the Most High. We'll go ahead and close out the Shabbat. We had a great day today, great learning. So we want to go ahead and close out Shabbat and get something to eat. Get something to eat. All praise. So, Abba Yahuwah, we just give you all honor, glory, and praise. We just thank you for everything that we learned today, Father. We thank you for the revelation that you revealed through your son, Eric, Father. We thank you for the knowledge that we've gained through your son, Mr. Todd, for wilderness times, Father. We pray that you be with us as we close out this Shabbat, Father. I pray that we not only take this word or these things that we've heard and received in our ruachs and store it up in our ruachs, but Father, we pray that we go out and take these same things and give it to somebody else, Father. And we give you all honor, glory, and praise. We also give honor to Mr. Troy and Miss Lisa for opening up their property, Father. Bless back unto them, Father, for them being so gracious for us, for us to be here, Father. And we give all honor, glory, and praise to Hamashiach, we pray. Amen.
Also tomorrow when you come, bring your bandanas, please. Everybody bring their bandanas tomorrow.